These movie reviewers online, on YouTube, you know, all the critical drinker type people, as another movie comes out that is, you know, they say is ruined by wokeness, like this Indiana Jones thing that's happening now. It's the same thing over and over again. I mean, it's a pattern. And like, they must know, these guys that review these movies, that it's being done on purpose. But they, you know, they make their money from talking about how woke Hollywood's ruining movies, and then, you know, it gets views because people who don't understand what's happening, like, yeah, they're ruining everything. It's like, and it gets them to watch. But they have to know, right? I mean, they don't really believe that it's just, yeah, it's just the woke writers in Hollywood. Like, yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Diminishing the male is something that has to happen in culture, or that's being pushed to happen in culture because of the divine feminine. It's a satanic thing where they're the female id, or whatever the fuck, how you say it, is supposed to be moving in under her jurisdiction, a matriarchy. It's a satanic concept, and that's why all this is happening with the destruction of male characters and male figures. But I mean, I don't know, maybe they do know this. I don't know about the whole Satan thing, but, and the actual reason why it's happening, but they must know that, I mean, this is going on years now. It's just so old. It's like, but by now, like, these studios have a symbiotic relationship with these reviewers. Like, well, we'll keep putting out the fucking woke Hollywood stuff, and you can keep complaining about it, but it has nothing to do with wokeness or anything like that. It has to do with diminishing males in society and in culture, and any way they really can, as they try to enter us into the area of the corrupted divine feminine. There are people that could explain this satanic concept much better, but it's supposed to be what we go under during the end times. So again, it goes back to the end times. The matriarchy, the satanic matriarchy of the end times. And like everything else, it's not, you know, woke Hollywood thing. It goes back to Satan versus God. It's the same thing all the time. All this stuff that's around you, all this stuff that's happening in society, strife among different groups, or you know, problems with LGBT, or problems with different minority groups or whatever, it all stems back to the same thing. All the people in those groups that cause problems for society are being used to further the plans and the machinations of Satan. That's all it is. It all goes back to that. All goes back to, everything goes back to that. And it's becoming, I mean, it's been super clear to me, but I think it's becoming more clear to people too. I listening to this song by this guy who has a band called Alien Country. And it caught my eye because he released a song that plays Bailey, former Iron Maiden singer, singing on this song. It has an interesting line. It has a spoken word part where it says, once you accept the anti-hero, it's game over. And that's what society has done. They started doing a long time ago. You know, that sort of the badass guy. He'll throw you out the building, but he's got a heart of gold. Like, that's like the first step into, I don't know if I'm gonna even make a point with this, but straying away from the hard line good and evil. And they always try to tell you that. Even like occultists will always do that too. Occultists that are not me will always tell you the enlightened man is beyond good and evil. And what that just says to me is like it's okay to fuck kids sometimes. That's all they're saying. Anyone that tries to push forward like, oh, humans are complex, there's a gray area. Anyone telling you that shit, basically, let me get across the street here so I'm not doing a show. Anyone that tells you that is just saying, sometimes it's okay to fuck kids. There is a good and there is an evil. And you know what's good and evil just by looking at it, just the feeling you get. You don't have to be told. You know, you have these guys that are like, well, you know, what is good and evil? These are just concepts. No, fucking a kid is evil, right? It's not good. Do you think that's good? No. So that's evil. And we're approaching a point in time where there's no even room to talk about a middle ground anymore. It's clearly going good and clearly going evil. And I mean, for me, it's like I don't understand why anyone do. I think a lot of people that choose to be on the side of evil do so just to spite good, because they've feel like their lives have been hurt or they've been wronged in a way, and you know the whole thing they feel abandoned by a higher power or something. But it's the cutting off your nose to spite your face situation, because you're going to end up in a bad place by doing that. And if you can't look at this like that, if you can't see that's bad, that's good, then you know, I don't know. I don't have to tell you. You're my enemy at that point. You're not anyone on my side or at the side of good. You know, that choice is coming. But choice is here. It's been here, and that's why it aggravates you when you see people talk so much about a gray. God, see, I can't. If people talk to each other like normal, it wouldn't be such a problem. But when everybody's very silent. All right, can we get fucking back to this now? Yeah, it's just looking at the news media or any, however you absorb it, you can clearly see, or I mean, like I said before, I can clearly see, I'm sure, but I feel like other people can see it now too. The hard line there, the dividing line. There's becoming more and more a clear line of demarcation between what is good and what is evil. And you really can't listen to those people that are like, whoa, humans are complex. You're saying humans are complex because you want to fuck kids. That's it. There's nothing else. That's it. That's it. And, yeah, get on the fucking right side, man. You know, unless you're into that shit. And then, you know, fuck you. I hope you have a nice day. By a fucking meteor. No, you know what? I can't say that because then I'd be glorifying violence. Shit, I think I'm gonna tank this whole video. Yeah, they're watching me big time, which is weird because it's like I see so many other like Christian channels and or like God channels that are much bigger and have a much bigger problem, and they don't get the problems I do, which tells me I'm doing a really good job. It tells me they're more afraid of me for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I mean, they borked this channel completely. That last band, it's like I lost even the small kind of group I have that would regularly come by. That's gone kind of too. But I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. That's the thing you got to do. Like, no matter, the only thing they can take from you is cachet. Like, they can take your like relevance. Like, oh, we took your followers. Oh, I just got another Instagram account ban the other day, and again, it's the same thing. There's people that post stuff that is very similar, and in some cases maybe even edgier than mine, but I'm the one that gets banned and shit. So like so it makes me just assume I must be doing a real good job, because it's all this shit's controlled by Satan. All these platforms are satanic. They're the beast, and I get it. The beast doesn't want you to come in his house and criticize him. You know, it's social media, it's what it is. But obviously these other Christians that are allowed to build these following or truthers that a lot of people follow, they don't see them as very effectual. They don't see them as a threat. They see me as a threat. And I don't know why. I don't know what it is that I'm doing that's so much more effective than everyone else. But to me, that's fucking success. You know, the more over the target you are, the more flack you're gonna take. And the people that do find their way to me, you know, I'll exchange ideas with them and maybe give them something to think about, and they can return that. You know, you have to stay there. You have to stay, no matter what they take from you. And it's only fucking social media. It's only like numbers and who gives a fuck about that anyway? But you have to stay just for the fact that they don't want you there. If they don't want you there, and they are absolutely the beast, then you have to be there. You have to keep showing up. They ban you, make another fucking account. You know, hang in there any way you can. If you were welcome in these places, I would probably, you know, assume you're not very effective with your message, or as effective as I am anyway. I don't know. I know it's not good to assume and all that stuff, but you know what? I'm starting to think that old saying, as with many old sayings that they pass along generationally, are a load of shit. That thing that people like to repeat all the time, especially the science boys. Dude, physics people, physics, you gotta understand, you can't occupy the same space in it. They like to say that thing like, if you try something over and over again with the same result, it's insanity. We've fucking took that thing apart before here. But just shorthand version, what they're saying is, if at first you don't succeed, give up. They want you to give up. They don't want you to create anything. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to accomplish. So they tell you, if you keep trying, if you fail and you keep trying, well, that means you're crazy. Okay. So yeah, those old sayings, for the most part, they're horseshit, because they want these things to be passed down among people, and everything around you is weaponized to harm you in some way. And knowing this can make you an extremely paranoid person like myself, and it's not good. Although, you know what? I'm fucking fine. I'm having a great time. These are the best years I've had living here, you know, in this world, not just in Hawaii. Hawaii's awesome though, and I love it here. So lucky to live here, so blessed that God has allowed me to do my thing out here. Whatever exactly my thing is. Demon chasing, street preaching, amateur exorcism. Just carrying the word, you know. That's what it's all about. I'm gonna put this cigarette out. But yeah, fuck Instagram and YouTube. But yeah, if you found me here, or if you can see where watched me before and you found me again, that's cool. I would never tell you to do any of the things, like ring anything or do anything, but I'm just letting you know you're never going to be notified. So, I mean, I don't know if that even helps to do that stuff, and I'd rather cut out my tongue than tell you to do it. But just, you know, FYI, I'm going to be here every day. Well, usually I'm here every day. I'm not going anywhere. And if I do, I'll always find a way back. I got another channel now, the music channel, that I'm doing music stuff on. I moved up most of my music videos there, but that's no concern of yours. Unless you're interested in music, and, you know, me, not so much. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.